What is going on, everyone? I'm Jaye the Black here, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to the notification bell. If you're not familiar with my commentary, I speak on a lot of different topics and people from a red pill perspective, okay? And I know there's going to be people who are new to me, and they're going to look at my content, and they're going to say, well, this is not like this other person or that other person. And that's what my goal is, to be authentic to me, okay? And this video series, this is going to be the first of many, is another case study, but from a male perspective. Y'all seen the videos I've done about, the real reason why this particular female celebrity can't get a man to date him or marry him, this, that, and the third. Well, in this video, I'm going to speak from the male perspective of why Michael Strahan did not marry Nicole Murphy. Now I have my notes here, and I'm going to take my time to really talk to you, really speak to you, because these videos are a way to help women understand the mindset of men. It's also a way for men to really look at the choices that Michael Strahan made and to learn from them. Okay. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Michael Strahan, he was a longtime NFL player, Hall of Famer, played for New York Giants. Now he's doing work on TV, making good money. Seems like he's doing pretty good right now, but he had a few bumps in the road, and I mean some very big bumps. Now, let's start off with the fact that he has been married twice. Okay, Michael Strahan has been married twice. His first wife, he married in the early 90s, and his second wife, he married in the late 90s into the mid 2000s, as of 2006. All right. Now, what's very interesting is that was a very messy divorce. I mean, you had accusations going back and forth. She was accusing him of things. He ended up being ordered to pay her $15 million in support. But what ended up happening is that he went and got the decision reversed. Okay. And I think from that point on, Michael was very hesitant to marry any woman who he felt like was going to go for the money. All right. Now that leads us to Nicole Murphy. Okay. Nicole Murphy, she actually divorces Eddie around the same time that Michael divorced his wife. Okay. Now, they dated for about 7 to 8 years. They were engaged for 5. All right. And from the outside, it looked like they were happy. It looked like she finally was able to move on from Eddie. It seemed like Michael, his post-NFL career, he's been able to not only find a new career on TV, but also an attractive, woman at the time, were just divorced, So people probably felt like Michael was winning. Well, apparently there were some things that came up. All right. One, she was accusing him of stepping out with other women. As a matter of fact, Nicole went and confronted him at a hotel, right? And then you have another situation that happened, okay? Apparently, Nicole made a very bad investment. She made a very bad investment, and she ended up investing all of the money she got from Eddie in the divorce from him into a Ponzi scheme, and she literally went broke. She went broke. And Michael had to come in and save the day. And I think from that point on, Michael was determined to, if he was going to get married, because being engaged for 5 years means that Michael was doing a lot of thinking, okay? Because the particular article, and I'm probably going to have in the video, was from 2011, and I think that Michael was like, I can't get married to her and not have anything solid, to cover my, my bases, so to speak, right? Well, Nicole didn't like that. Nicole did not like that at all. She refused to sign any type, of paperwork of the sort of that she wouldn't be able to get much of his money. She'd probably get something, but again, this is the problem that women run into. You're looking too much at another man's money. I think Nicole was looking at his money. She made a bad investment in a business deal that went completely wrong. Michael still stepped in to financially support her, and Michael had the foresight to say, hey, why don't you sign this paperwork? If you really love me, you will sign this paperwork. But she did not want to sign it. And then I think that's when Michael knew he had to get out of that relationship. Now, again, I don't condone you stepping out on who you're with, but I honestly believe, that Michael, at the end of that relationship, he sabotaged it. I believe that. I'm not saying that Michael is above doing things. I just feel like, unfortunately, ladies, when men not all men, I will say there are instances where there are guys out there that tend to sabotage their relationships in order to get out of it. Because I think Michael knew at that point that she was not going to bend. She was not going to sign no prenup. And they ended up separating, right? And since then, Michael's dating life has been low key. He has 4 kids altogether. He's 47. He's still doing TV. And I think that he learned a lot from that, to where he has not gotten engaged again. He's dating a very younger female right now. And I believe he's still dating her, as I check my notes, And I think he learned from that Nicole Murphy experiment that, as a man who's in his 40s, who has money and who's not looking to settle down anymore, because I don't think Michael is looking to settle down anymore. I just don't. I think the Nicole Murphy experiment didn't work out. And what was very interesting about that is that she kept the ring. She kept the ring. I don't know if that just a sign of how badly Michael wanted out of that relationship and how things went south, that he felt like, I'll just let her keep the ring, And she brags about keeping it. She brags about the fact that she was able to keep this guy's ring. Now let's talk about Nicole here for a second, okay? Nicole hasn't been in a solid relationship ever since her and Michael broke up. Okay. And she has done various interviews denying that she's dating younger guys, even though she talks about how much she likes dating younger guys. And she thinks it's hypocritical that older men can date young women, but older women can't date younger men. Even though I think if an older woman wants to date a younger man, she's going to do it, And what was also interesting is that Eddie Murphy did not attend her 50th birthday party. He didn't even buy her a gift. How many of you believe that Eddie was laughing when he found out that she spent all of the money that she was awarding that divorce in a bad business deal? That could have been some karma, Who knows, for the people that believe in that. I just believe that Nicole Murphy is she's prone to making bad decisions. And we see that with Antoine Fuqua, which I'm going to get into as well. Just blatantly getting with this married man and having to publicly apologize for it. She was a woman who had a really pristine image of a woman that was, an older, attractive woman who was intelligent and didn't make dumb decisions. But we've seen a pattern of it. The bad business deal, the fact that she has not been able to get into any type of solid relationship since Eddie. Since Michael, but and her, just openly messing around with with a married man. That says a lot about her character. And I think that Michael spotted that And he says, you know what, screw this. I'm never going to deal with women my age again. I'm just going to enjoy my career. I'm just going to enjoy dating, younger women. And I'm just not going that route. I think that it took a couple marriages and an engagement to really get Michael Strahan to understand that there's just a plethora of females out there that just aren't worth the trouble. They just aren't. I think Michael understands that. And I think Nicole is still trying to figure out why she's still single. And I will say this though. There was some pictures that went viral, I believe less than a week ago. And it was of Nicole Murphy, who looked like she got some Botox shots, right? And she could barely smile. It was sad to watch. A woman who's been known for her beauty. I mean, even though she's looked older and older and older, but when she's got all the makeup on and, some, maybe a few doctored pictures, she looks good for her age. But then when you see those pictures, when she looked like she's gotten that Botox in that face, and it's like, what happened? I'm telling you, man, the wall is undefeated, people. It's undefeated. I've said this. And I think Nicole is experiencing that. That's why she's going to get work done. But wherever she's going, she must not be going to the right place. She needs to go where Kim K and all her sisters get theirs done. Okay? Because wherever she went to, man, it's making her look worse. I mean, the picture that I saw, of her literally trying to smile, it just didn't look natural. It didn't look like her regular smile. I don't know if she had just had just had some work done then. I don't know. Must be. But as far as Michael is concerned, Michael represents what a lot of guys are nowadays. A lot of guys who are successful, like Leonardo DiCaprio. He's never been married, from my understanding. He just dates younger women and gets people upset about it because he is a lifetime bachelor. He's going to enjoy the single life until he's old and gray. Okay. And I think Michael is at that point to where he don't want the headache of having to deal with somebody who he sees as just wanting him for his money.